me?
Marika.
Just going round in circles.
Shall I pick up tonight then or what?
It's up to you. Don't forget the milk.
Mondays. You look like I feel.
Just glad to be at work. I mean, he won't come to anything here, but every end of term he expects me to go to all his boring little do's.
So you're definitely not going then?
Well, I've told him now.
And he's not happy?
Well, what do you think?
I'd never bring an outsider to anything here anyway.
Exactly. You put 5 teachers in a room, they're as boring as 5 coppers in a pub.
That's not possible, surely.
And I'm fed up with being given an earful from some trendy liberal about being a policewoman.
You know, it's funny you should say that, because whenever any fella asks me what I do, I always say I'm a teacher.
Yeah?
Mrs. Glenn,
That's me.
DC Carver's Sunhill. It's about your burglary.
Oh, right. You better come in then, hadn't you?
I get my
I saw Pete Martin with the dog and partridge.
Oh, yeah, how is it?
He reckons he's no regrets about leaving the force. And he was with a really cracking-looking bird. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, well, you see, Steve, pulling power's not about good looks.
I wouldn't say that, Mary.
Listen to those two, God's gift.
Come on then, Casanova, what is it about,
Yeah,
eh?
what's your secret, boys?
This and this. I had this mate called Kev Dawson, the ugliest mush in Redditch. But boy, can he pull the birds. And you know what? He had a Porsche.
Oh, didn't the neighbours hear anything?
That lot? Oh, I should be so lucky. Mind you, they're quick enough to complain if there is any noise. But what do they expect? I mean, Jake's only 2. It's a difficult age.
Right, and the thief went right for the house.
Couldn't say. Well, he didn't make a mess, if that's what you mean. No drawers were opened.
I see. And the key was left in the locker, so.
Yeah, my husband. Idiot. You tell him and tell him.
And just some cash and credit cards were missing.
That's right.
What you might call easy access.
What?
Nothing.
Hi, we've had another burglary in the Springfield area, the 5th in 2 weeks. Same routine. This time he even managed to nick the credit cards when the burglar alarm was sounding off. He's getting too cocky. Now, Stamp, that's your area. Beat 5. Now, this comedian's cocky enough to try 2 in one day, so I want you to watch out.
Sorry, Sarge.
All right, all right. Hollis on beat 3. It might be worth having a word with the high street shops. Warn them to keep an eye out. Also, the muggings on Padbury Estate. We've had a description. 2 youths, both IC1s. One's 5'8", the other's 5'4". Jeans, black trainers. One's got an earring in his left ear. Loxton and Garfield, you're in the area car, so I want you to watch out for them.
Sarge.
Also, Young and Datta, you're in Panda 2. Our French.
Make my day, George.
Oh, mate, your day, mate.
Right.
So which credit cards have gone missing then, Mrs. Glenn?
Well, just mine. My husband had his on him.
They are.
My cash point and check cards.
Have you got the numbers to those?
Yeah.
Well, if you'd like to fish them out before I
All
go.
right. Then there's my Visa
Right,
and my Switch card
right.
and my Access.
Is that it?
Then, of course, my cash link card. Yeah, all right, my cash link card with the Halifax.
Yeah, of course.
But the thief won't have the PIN number for that, will he?
No. Is that it?
Oh, he also took my charge card with Marks and Spencer.
Oh, I didn't know there were any gentlemen at Sunhill.
I thought all women in the force wanted to be treated like the men.
We do. Most of the time.
Hello, Fred.
Reg,
How you doing?
could be better. What you got for me?
Stolen credit cards. Now, look, you do quite a lot of business with the old plastic, don't you?
Who doesn't these days? What's the problem?
Well, look, keep your eyes skinned on those signatures. Some flash Harry's walking around with a pocket full of stolen plastic.
I've got my stolen list here.
Oh, no, that might be out of date. He's pinched another 6 this morning.
You never been out with anyone from Scannell, have you? I mean, regularly.
No.
Why not?
Why do you want to know?
I was just wondering, that's all.
I just don't think it'd be a good idea.
In what way?
Well, I wouldn't want to become part of the canteen culture.
It doesn't have to be like that.
No?
No.
Oh, come off it, Phil. You know what they're like, canteen cowboys, you've heard them.
We're not all like that.
Not you as well.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're all the same, aren't you?
No, we're not. Give me a chance. Come out with me one night.
Oh, I don't believe this.
What?
Look, Phil, just keep your eyes on the road and we'll both be a lot happier, okay?
So basically, Gov, this slag, he's a pro. No mess, just took the cars, then straight to M&S for a new suit.
Jim, we got enough jokers around here without you turning pro.
Apart from that, Gov, nothing. My snouts ain't come up with a thing.
Tosh?
Same here, Gov. But I've been through the files. There's only two names I can match to a blag like this. That's Jimmy Turner.
He's already banged up.
And Ted Wilkins has moved to Newcastle.
Listen, this slag is walking around with 30 pieces of plastic, including 3 golds. Now, so far, we reckon his shopping spree has come to over 10 grand. I want him. My credit is running out fast. All right?
It's down to the end and turn right.
You and Peter, you pretty steady then? You been going out together long?
Couple of years. Why?
I just wondered. But you're not engaged or anything?
No, we're quite happy as we are.
So how come you were rowing this morning?
Phil, we had a tiff, okay? Like everyone else. And anyway, it's nothing to do with you.
Sorry. Just thought you might want to... You seemed a bit fed up, that's all. Thought you might want to chat as mates. We could go out one evening if you want. You know, as friends.
Oh, yeah, sure. If I need a shoulder to cry on, I'll, Anyway, it's right at the end. I'll bear it in mind.
Domestic Director, 36 Walton Avenue.
Thanks very much, Mrs. George. Sarge.
Right, Jim.
There's a Mrs. George, Padbury Estate. There's 2 youths causing a disturbance, breaking windows, threatening some of the tenants. The description sounds just like the 2 after the muggings.
Right. Well, the area car's been reassigned.
Your address?
Try Phil and Enrico.
Can you read that?
86 from Sierra Oscar.
Right, we'll get somebody over there. Thank you.
Morris.
Sarge,
Where are they?
Sarge,
What's in their bags?
Bensley the jewellers in the high street. Some bother with a customer. Reported by Mrs.
2
Walker,
youths,
the manager.
Description of the muggings.
Right, Reg Hollis was last
Suspects
in the area.
reported by Mrs.
That was quick.
Yeah, well, it's modern policing, isn't it? And you are?
Mrs. Walker, I'm the manager.
And what's the problem, Mrs. Walker?
Well, one of our assistants got a little bit suspicious over a signature on a credit card. So we asked the man for further identification, which he wasn't keen to give us. So we had it checked out and it's stolen.
Oh, I see. Where is he now?
He's causing havoc at the counter.
Well, Mrs. Walker, let's go inside. That might be my lucky day.
Just look, I told you, pal, just give me my car back and we'll forget about it, eh?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid I can't do it.
This is ridiculous!
Good afternoon.
Ah.
So you have a problem here, do we?
Yeah, they've just made a mistake, that's all. It's absolutely ridiculous.
This is your credit card, is it?
Yeah.
Mr. D. Timpson.
That's right, yeah.
I reasonably believe this credit card's been stolen, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I was just telling them just now that I reported it stolen and, this morning I found it in my other suit.
Do you have any other means of identification, sir?
Not on me, no, I don't know, sorry.
He has a wallet. There were other credit cards in it.
Can I see your wallet, please, sir? Look, if you'd rather, we can do this down at the station in a minute, sir. Same by me.
Come here! Get out of it!
All right, you're nicked.
You're right. Sierra Oscar from 181.
Sierra Oscar, go ahead, Eureka.
It's a mugging. I'm after one of them.
Do you need assistance?
We need an ambulance for the victim. He's in the car park on the Padbury Estate.
Will do.
Suspect is heading towards Wellington Street.
We'll get a panda across there straight away, Enrico.
Be careful.
Come on, slag.
Sierra Oscar, give me a word. Oscar, are you all right?
Receiving. I'm inside the warehouse behind the Padbury estate. Afraid we lost suspects, Sarge.
We've got Loxton and Garfield covering Wellington Street.
We'll have another search round here, just in case.
No.
Reg.
Right, nice. No, Jim. Bit of luck this, right?
Well, not for us. The card isn't one of the ones stolen from our patch.
You're joking.
So that's not our man, unless he's got a bit of plastic on him from that job this morning, Mrs. Glenn.
I'm afraid not.
Hard luck, Reg.
You could help us out if you like, Jim.
But he's your body, and I am a bit busy at the moment.
Some eliminating inquiries, just in case.
Just to say that you're...
Well, all right.
Cheers, mate. Hello,
Ah, Burns has no previous. I also checked with Property Index at Scotland Yard.
Oh, snap. Edmonton, 14 for this month. Have you rung?
Who?
Edmonton.
I thought he was your body.
Yeah, what about Visa? Have you checked with them, see if the card's been used since the 14th?
No, Reg, I was only doing you a favour.
Don't mind if I use your phone, do you?
I'll make yourself at home.
Telling the old place.
Middle of the high street, bold as brass. I mean, he's out of his face, been drinking all day, obviously bursting. So I go up to him and I say, "Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?"
Just thought that was pretty obvious.
He turns around to me and he says, "You what?" And then whoosh, all over me trousers.
Joke.
Straight up. Here, Enrica, have a feel.
Oh, get off!
What's up with her?
I don't know.
Moody.
Noriko, is Phil with you?
Sergeant's in the canteen.
Phil.
Sarge.
I've got a little job for you both, what you might call the sharp end of police work. Mrs. Johnson, 12 Bingley Flats.
What's the problem?
She's locked herself out.
Brilliant.
A neighbour rang up. She's an old dear of 80, all right?
Okay.
You're right.
Jim,
Reg.
when Rose okay to search of the house, in case Mr. Burns has got any other credit cards stashed away at home.
Edmonton Station, so they've got a good footprint from the garden where the card was stolen. A Nike trainer.
Oh, nice one. And Visa say the card's been used to cash over 1,500 quid since it's been stolen.
Has it now?
Yeah. I think there's more around Mr. Burns than meets the eye. I'm going to get him out for interview. Come on, Jim. Might learn something.
Look, Phil, if you try anything again, I'm going to radio in.
You what?
I mean it.
So let me get this straight, Mr. Burns. You say you found this credit card?
That's right.
Where?
In Regent's Park, just on the grass.
So why didn't you hand it into the police?
Well, I was going to, but I put it in my back pocket and forgot about it.
When was this?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, that would be the 15th?
Right about then, yeah.
So what made you decide to use it today?
Well, it was a mistake.
A mistake, Mr. Burns? Come off it.
Well, an impulse, more like.
Oh, yeah. An impulse, eh? And what does that mean?
Well, I've had a few financial problems recently, what you might call cash flow problems.
Ah, you mean your skins?
Yes, that's right. And it's the wife's birthday next week. I thought, new watch and, well, you know, I was tempted.
And have you only used the credit card this once?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that, Mr. Burns?
Yeah.
Now, you say you've had this credit card for the last 2 weeks. From the 15th, in fact.
Yeah.
So how come it's been used for cash withdrawals on the 16th, the 17th, the 19th, the 20th, the 27th, the 29th, the 30th, the 1st, the 2nd and the 3rd, eh? Is there anything you'd like to tell me, Mr. Burns? No?
No.
Did you make these cash withdrawals? Did you, Mr. Burns?
Not much I can say, is there?
So you did make these cash withdrawals?
Yes. What's going to happen now?
I'd like to ask you again, where did you find this credit card?
I told you, Regent's Park.
This credit card was stolen from 26 Park Way.
So?
Did you steal it from that address?
No.
You see, Mr. Burns, we have this problem believing you because you've already told us one lie. If you can tell us one lie, why can't you tell us another?
Telling you the truth, honestly, I didn't do that job.
Well, I find that very difficult to believe.
Well, that's your problem.
There you go. Make sure you get the council round and fix that window right away, okay?
I'll send the bill to you then, shall I?
No.
Then I'll send it to the police station when I get it.
No, Mrs. Johnson.
Yes, I
See
shall.
ya. Come on, you got to snap out of it. We're working together.
You what?
I've a good mind to see Monroe about you.
Don't be stupid.
You need sorting out.
I don't know what you mean.
There's something wrong with you.
Look, Narika, I've had a bad time recently, and I don't know why I did it. But I couldn't help it.
Pathetic.
Look, please don't report me.
Let's get out of here. Stop the car.
What?
I said stop the car. Look over there.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, we'll back up. Sierra Oscar from 181.
Sierra Oscar, go ahead, Narika.
Assistance required. The two suspects in the mugging are on a park bench in Felder Road. We're on the corner of Felder Road and Bremerton Street.
We'll send assistance straight away.
Let's go then.
No.
Now she's in that area.
Nothing for me, son? No, we didn't turn up any more plastic at Burns' place.
Oh, yeah, just my luck.
However,
Narika, we're in position, far end of Felder Street. Can see suspects.
Okay, let's move in. Drop the knife.
Come and get it. Come on, darling. What's up with ya? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Where the hell were you then, eh? Hey? You're not allowed to search my house without a search warrant.
I'm afraid that's not quite correct, Mr. Burns. You see, we do have the powers to enter and search your premises after an arrest for evidence.
And is this your evidence?
I'd like to take you back to this business of a burglary at 26 Parkway just over 2 weeks ago.
I told you it's nothing to do with me.
The thief made entry around the back through a window.
So why are you telling me?
Because, Mr. Burns, underneath that window there's a lovely clear print of a size 8 trainer. Now then, are these your trainers?
Yes.
Good.
But thousands of people must have trainers at size 8. Doesn't prove anything.
Now, you see, Mr. Burns, there is something special about these trainers. Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
Then I will tell you. See this sole here? You see how well worn it is, huh? Now, we have taken a plaster cast of the footprints in that garden. Now, what do you reckon it will match, eh? I'd like to ask you again, Mr. Burns, were you responsible for the break-in at 26 Parkway?
No.
You see, Mr. Burns, all we had to do is match this well-worn tread here with the plaster cast from the garden, and if they're the same, it doesn't look very good for you, does it, Mr. Burns?
What will I get?
Are you saying you're responsible for this burglary? Are you, Mr. Burns?
Yes.
And would you like to tell us about it? Thank you, sir. That will do nicely.
Is there anyone
Get your
who wants
hands
us
off
to
this
inform
car.
about
Answer
the
questions.
questions that the sergeant is asking you?
I ain't got nothing. Shut up. Don't tell him nothing. I ain't got nothing. Don't say nothing.
Just listen to the questions.
Get stuff. Go on. Get
You want to
stuff.
spend 12 hours in a
Get
house?
stuff.
You can be arraigned very easily. I'm going away for 2 weeks.
Oh, Young, can I have a word, please? In my office.
Bitch.
I'll shut the door. Sit down.
You have your assessment next month. I just wanted to chat with you before then, see how things are. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I know you've been under some stress in recent months. I just wanted to say, if you wanted to talk anything through before your assessment, then feel free to come along.
Thank you very much, sir.
You all right, Narika? What's the matter? No, is it your boyfriend?
Oh, it's Young.
Well, what about him?
Well, he tried something on, didn't he?
Young? I hope you gave him a smack round the chops. Hey, come on, he didn't actually do anything, did he?
Yeah, well, he tried.
God almighty.
I was chasing this lad we just brought in, right, and he ran into the warehouse and it was dark. And the next thing you know, Young's there and he's all over me.
Over you? What do you mean he assaulted you?
I can't work with him anymore. Just now we almost blew something. If it hadn't been for George. I don't know what to do.
Well, look, you're going to have to report it. You've got to tell Monroe.
Tosh, yeah? Heard about Reg Hollis?
No.
Landed flat on his feet.
How come?
Burns was our man. He's got him singing.
You're joking.
No, mopped up the lot. All those burglaries round Springfield.
He'll be eating out on canteen food for the next 12 months on this.
Yeah, well, just as long as he don't get delusions of grandeur and want to come over to our lot.
Oh, God forbid. Mind you, though, good fair dues. He's not a bad copper.
Still a pain in the butt, though.
Perhaps we could nickname him Piles.
Very good, Tosh.
So, Jim, this is what police work is all about, the basics and the powers of observation.
Yes, Reg.
It's always been one of my best assets as a copper observation.
Well, you always need to keep your eyes open, don't you?
Well done, Hollis. You did a fine job.
Oh, thank you,
there.
sir.
Nice job, Reg.
No, thank you, George. You see, Jim, I always thought I had the makings of a great detective.
It's a very different game, you know, Reg.
Oh, yeah, but look, maybe you could put a word in me, old governor.
I don't know.
Look, in all honesty, Jim, don't you think I'd be a valuable asset to your department?
Well, you certainly contribute something different.
Exactly. All right, Jim.
You going to tell your boyfriend?
No way. I don't want him down here.
You will have a chat with Monroe, though, eh?
I'll sleep on it.
Do you want to come for a drink?
No, thanks, Joe. I need some fresh air.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Enrique, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what happened, and I'm sorry about what...
Get away from me.
Yeah, drinks are on you then, eh, Reg?
Yeah, now look, I think we should split around, don't you?
Yeah.
No, not this every day. I'll get a clear up round of 15 in one bag. That money at Sunny up on both of that.
No, Reg. Yeah, you coming for a drink, Bill? They're on Reg.
Relax. Why not? You on a promise? Get lost.